good, y'all? I got my freaking little lighter flick. It's like my little lighter flick like that nigga Weezy do. But I be lighting up Palo Santo. I had created a song. I was like, Wayne, I ain't trying to take your lighter flick thing, my boy. I'm just lighting up Palo Santo. If y'all go to the description of my channel, y'all will see that it's discussing all things money, motivation, and music. So y'all will be seeing some music in the later stages of the channel. If y'all go all the way back to probably like a year ago when I first built this channel, I had some music on there as well. So y'all definitely gonna see some music. I write music as well. So sorry, I'm just you know how I do. But how's everybody doing, man? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, and put the notification bells on. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for my 81 followers, 81 subscribers, man. We getting up there, road to 100. Let's get this to 100, y'all. The world needs to know about it. I just want to serve, man. Like, I told my kids, I was like, every day, y'all, I want y'all to wake up and think about how many people's lives y'all can help, how many people you can serve, how many people you actually can wake up and say, I want to serve this many people, or I want this many people to feel like my life is better because I'm in it. So yeah, let's get to the road to 100, y'all. Thank y'all for everybody who's tapped in, who's joining, the 81 followers. As my subscribers go up more, I definitely will start going more live, getting more engaged with everybody. I want to be engaged now, so I'm not the type of person, I don't like the way I don't have that, what they call it, have, do, be. It's like once I have this, I can do this, then I become that. I have that other way around mentality. Once I become this, then I can do this, then I can have that. So I'm not even gonna wait. I just haven't been feeling a lot of vibes lately, so. I think we in motion now, y'all. Guys to get the energy right. It guys to. But yes, as y'all can see from the title, I know I've been talking about a lot of things, money, a lot of books, a lot of personal development. We still gonna get back to this. I ain't forget y'all. So I think we got one more chapter. So hope y'all can come and tap in for chapter 9 for the last books in bed until I do the next one. But we gonna finish this one up. Then forgot. I definitely got this. I'm working on the website, y'all. So I'll send y'all the link to my jbwaters.com, my author page, where you can get this book, Have Your Happiness. I want to start doing some prize runs and some giveaways. So it's a book. It's my first book I made. It's really short, y'all. I made it short on purpose because what I want is I'm looking for a conversion rate. My goal is to have a high conversion rate. So I want to have a high conversion rate of how many people that I help convert from being non-readers, I don't read at all, I read very little bit, to actually becoming an avid reader. If that translates into sales, popularity, fame, etc., cool. But my goal is to have a high conversion rate. And I think because people's time attention spans is so short and people aren't into reading how they used to be because everything is going digital, that's why I write these short books. And these type of books are called Vademecums. I think it's Vademecum, and it's actually Latin for go with me. So a Vademecum is a type of book that is intended to be a pocket book or to carry with you. It's really short. It's a reference book. You can bang it out real quick, look at it, cool. So this is my first book I dropped. Would definitely get that going, as you can see. Then I got another one. This one just got released. I'm finalizing the details with my distributor to make sure it's all pretty and for everybody, because I definitely love looks. But this was called Successful Self-Talk. So as you can see there, Successful Self-Talk. And that book is pretty much about talking to yourself and the internal dialogue that you have that is either leading you to the world that you want or the life that you want, or it's giving you the life that you don't want. But the greatest conversation you will ever have will be the one that's in your mind, the first one that you have that nobody hears. So then before the new year comes, I'll be releasing a premium top tier book for all my people who love money and for all my people who love art. I know I dropped it on there a couple of times. It's called Money is an Art. That is my premium book. That book is going to be a higher end book because it's just going to It's going to be a book that you can make money from. These books you can essentially make money from Happy Happiness because it teaches you how to own your happiness and not let any external thing determine if it will make you happy or not. And then, because at the end of the day, let me backtrack a little bit. Because at the end of the day, why we do what we do is for that kind of, what's the word, taboo emotion of happiness. Nobody can really explain what it is. We put it in our words to our best of our abilities, but we really can't get it locked down. So that's why I started off with this. And then this one, Successful Self-Talk, can get you the money because you can talk yourself into a shitty life. Imagine how many things you told yourself on a day-to-day that you really didn't want to tell yourself, and you just had these thoughts, you just didn't know what to do with them. You were thinking about things that you felt didn't make sense and you didn't know why. Negative things, telling yourself you're not good, you're not happy, you're not good enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not smart enough, no one loves you, no one wants to be with you. All the things that you told you about relationships, all of that, which I think is a good segue to talk about what we're talking about today, which is on the title, How Nature Has Made Modern Day Dating Hard. Or maybe it's how modern day dating goes against nature. And like I said, when I was coming in here, I normally have been talking about motivation and money and music, but I want to talk about all things because even love can be motivating. So I just really like to come up with things that I feel can help people's lives. And this conversation has been going on in my mind for a while, y'all. Like, and I'm laughing because like I had these type of thoughts, and it's been thoughts that I have during this dating world, throughout this dating world. Like, I don't really involve in it too much. I don't like, I pretty much be single, like in real life, for real. Like I really don't be going on dates like that. I don't really, I don't sleep around like that. So I really don't know what the dating world is like because I really don't be in it. But I have my little conversations with females, and I've been on the dating apps and I talk to them and it don't really go nowhere, but it's a part of the game. I love it. You got to get your reps in, but intention is a lot. It means a lot. I just had a conversation with a girl who I met on Facebook dating last night, and I think I said that I was like, intention of why you're going against something can really determine the outcome, and also the foundation of what your belief systems will determine how you engage with that person, and at the end will determine the outcome of that engagement and that relationship. So that is really like something that's been going through my head. So I was just like, man, I've been having these conversations with girls, and I think this is something that's really important for us as men to understand, and for us as women to understand. For us as men to understand where we stand in the dating world, in the dating pool, where women stand in the dating pool, in the dating world, in modern day society, and how it connects to all the way back to when we were first conceived unto earth. And this is like what I'm about to tell y'all now is more science, and hopefully it won't be pseudoscience, but as science as I can get without being like an anthropologist or a biologist or a historian or any of those things that validate someone to make the statements that I'm about to make. But this is all based off of the research and the knowledge that I gathered over a certain amount of time. And yeah, these are things that I thought about, and it's just, people like, bro, why is fucking dating so bad? Like I hear these conversations. I'll talk to girls on Facebook, not Snapchat. What am I talking about? Bumble. Snapchat is yellow, Bumble's yellow. So in my mind, I thought Snapchat. But Bumble and everybody for the most part is having the same sentiment. But I can tell one of the most common things about these people that's having the same sentiment is they kind of vibrate on the same level. And when I say high vibration, low vibration, I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying some people are better than others and like, oh, you're a high vibrational person, you're better. Oh, you're a low vibrational person, you're better. It really just means the choices that you're making. And I will say this consistently, that in my opinion, only thing that makes someone special or better is the choices that they make. So if you are a high vibrational person and you're making choices that are related to your vibration, then I think you are better than, people who aren't. But that doesn't mean that person who is low can't be high and they can be a better version of themselves. So, because a person can easily be high vibrational and just go through a whirl of things that can just easily shake them, and they won't be centered and in line anymore, and they can easily be a low vibrational person as well. So it goes back to repetition, practice. It goes back to your rituals and a belief system that you have to keep fortifying every day through your actions. So that's one thing that I noticed, like amongst a lot of different girls that I talk to. And I guess I can say this about dudes too, because I don't date dudes. I'm a, heterosexual male, but I can hear how dudes, talk online and what they post on YouTube, and men fall in that same category as well. That I'm sure they share that same sentiment in comparison to what I'm saying that these girls share, and they all have that same vibration when it comes to just feeling like, oh, the dating pool sucks. It's so messed up. There's nothing out here. It's trash. And I just go through the comments. I'll go through the comments. The dating pool is trash. The dating pool is trash. The dating pool is trash. Why is dating so bad? Why does dating suck? Why is it's like, and I'm gonna probably try to tell y'all what I told Shorty last night on the phone with, and I just met her, and I'm the type of person, y'all, like, I try my best not to be deep, like I'll be deep and not sentimental and like romantic before I'll be like romantic and all that stuff. Because I'm like, if you're a friend, if you're somebody I know, I'll just dive deep in with you anyway. I don't have to know you to be deep with you. So I try not to do that too much when it comes to like, I guess, an intimate setting with women I just met, because I don't want them to make it seem like I'm just like coming in a certain way, trying to just be too aggressive about how I want to connect with them. But at the same time, I really don't be giving a fuck. So and the only reason why I'm saying this because I like to step out on the outside looking in of myself to be able to be self-conscious, not self-conscious, self-aware of the way I'm coming off to people. So what I told her was, yes, I can see how you see that dating's hard, y'all. And I'm talking to y'all, YouTube, people who are viewing. I can see how dating may seem hard. And these are the reasons that I think people feel dating is hard and the things that I've heard. So we have people that are unresponsive to texts, unresponsive to messaging, uh, ghosting, people who are talking to multiple people at once, people who are having conversations that don't go anywhere, people who are having dates that don't go anywhere, people who are in sexuationships, not even situationships. I think the situation that people are in is just the sex is good. So I call them sexuationships. You know what I'm saying? I think I coined that term. I don't know. I'm sure somebody probably else said it. If y'all heard somebody else say it, put it in the comments. Oh yeah, remember, like, subscribe, share, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in. Go subscribe right now. Show me love. Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100. But anyway, the more important thing is not the subscriptions, but the facts of what I'm talking about. So let's get back to it. But yes, the situationships, y'all, sexuationships. So those are the three things or the four things that I think people are caught up on right now. The lack of engagement, the weird communication, and the fact that you might have messed around with somebody and been with somebody on a superficial level and that's just not working out, and you put all of that energy in. But the basis of what I'm saying is derived from nature, y'all. The reason why dating in modern day dating is conflicting with nature, and nature conflicts with modern day dating, is because from the beginning, you have to realize, yes, we are spiritual beings, but we were placed in this carbon-based flesh vehicle and vessel that we have, which is like most genes. Most genes' job is to create and pass on the knowledge to the next version of itself. So for instance, when you see different types of diseases and different type of viruses, and variants of viruses, that's all they're doing. So whether you want to use something as simple as COVID and you feel like it was built in a lab and they created it, or you want to use something that was really a virus, and it's even down to a bacteria that lives in your stomach that you were born with because you inherited from your mother and your father. That bacteria's goal and that virus' goal is to create itself, to be able to create itself again, but also be able to pass the knowledge along to the next one. That goes for every organism, all the way to the germ, all the way to the eagle, all the way to the dolphin, to the gorilla, to the human being. Innately in us, on a biological level, our genes thrive for us to create and procreate and to duplicate and pass on what we learned. So if a bird is having another bird, they create a bird to be able to say, hey, we fly here, we don't fly there. Some birds live in cold places, some birds live in warm places, some animals live in warm places, some animals live in cold places. This is how we learn to survive for this amount of years. This is how we learn to survive for this amount of centuries and millennia and etc. Y'all, we not no motherfucking different when it comes to creation. And I have another video that I share about how creative and sexual energy is the most powerful force there is. So what we have to do is realize how powerful the gift of creation that was given through to all y'all species, from the germ to the human, higher source, higher power, God put that in everything. And I don't get too biblical on here, but if you know about the Bible, the first sentence in the Bible, God tells you who he is more than anything. Before God says, don't do this, thou shalt not, thou shalt, the 10 Commandments, God said in the first sentence in the Bible, he says, God created the heavens and the earth, created. So God even tells you, if you're made in my image, you're going to create because I create. And he put that in every single thing. So like I said, I'm not going to get too biblical. I'm not too religious, very, very spiritual. And I know about religion, all different types, but that's not the point of this conversation. But the point is, you're getting confused and you're getting deceived by what dating is. And you're confusing creation for dating. In reality, the only point of dating was to create. That was it. The only point of dating and the only point of human beings is to create and evolve. And evolve and evolve and evolve and pass the knowledge, just like every single other gene and every other species that has been created since the beginning of time. We were all created from the source. The source was a creator. We were made in the image of the source. The source told us to create. Everything does that. Every single thing. And if you really know anything about biology or biotechnology or anything that has to do with physiology, then you understand that, dang, yeah, germs do grow. That's why they do have different viruses, and you got to get the flu because there's this version of it and that version of it. If you know about anything when it comes to biology on the quantum level, you know about how atoms move and how everything passes itself on and it duplicates itself. That doesn't change for dating, y'all. So that's just the base level. I wanted y'all to get that understood, that the only purpose for dating is for creation. True story. And the only purpose for dating is for creation. And what creation is, it's called sex. It's called fucking. So everything else fucks, but it duplicates in its own way. And I know that shit sounds crazy. Let me light this Palo Santo because we getting heavy. It's heavy right now, y'all. It's heavy. I want y'all to leave with something. I want y'all to really leave away from this like mind blowing, feeling super deep. Like, damn, like he's making so much sense. Just trying to get this thing. I gotta buy some more velos, and that's Spanish for candles, y'all. But yes, that is the point. Dating was only for creating, and creating is having sex and duplicating and procreating and fucking. So the reason why dating is difficult and it goes against nature, and nature is fighting modern day dating. One, because we don't even understand the purpose of dating. The purpose of marriage is for fucking. And if you want to be honest, I don't know if y'all seen this. Tap in on the comments if y'all seen, there was this like one YouTube, or it was on Instagram or something, but I think it was like a short. And the daughter had asked her grandma, she was like, Grandma, why you get married? She's like, why do you think people get married for? She's like, well, people get married, baby, so they can have sex. She's like, that's really the only reason marriage was created. And people in the comments was laughing and saying all this other deep love shit. And it was like, bro, you missing the point. She right. Grandma know what the fuck she talking about. The only reason for dating and the only reason for marriage is to have sex. Because one, sexual energy is the most creative energy there is. And like I said, I'm gonna do a whole separate video for that. So if you understand what dating is about, then you're really dating with the intent to say, you know what, I'm dating with the intent to create with somebody, create something else, to have sex with somebody. So that's the first thing that you have to understand, that nature is getting people messed up because people aren't dating for the right reason. You might be dating for a traveling buddy and you like, okay, cool, I want to date for a traveling buddy, but all I know along that time we can have all of this fun and we can fuck. Or you might be like, oh, I want to date because You know, I don't want to be alone. And for all the reasons, I'm tired of being alone, codependency, and all that. Let's just say you are dating for the right purpose, for what we consider to be like love, which is something, a concept that is not even American. You know, love is not American. It's not even, in my opinion, I don't even feel like love is a human thing. It's a spiritual thing. Fucking is a human thing and it's a spiritual thing. But the way we do it, it's superhuman and super physical. But let's just say you are getting married for the sake of love and you are dating for the sake of love, right? Now, some people are dating for the sake of love and not realizing that if you're dating for the sake of love, then why aren't you fucking? There's people who supposedly are married and they got married for the sake of love and they haven't had sex in months. Like, bro, I I heard people say that and dudes like that shit actually exists. I don't even know how that's possible. Like I said, I'm not a dude who sleeps around a lot and like, yeah, I don't have problems getting girls. I'm not the best looking nigga. I don't feel like I ain't ugly, but I don't have problems talking to females, but I don't really be caring like that. I'm like, oh man, it's cool, like whatever. So, but I say that to say, like, I don't know how dude can be with his girl and not say he ain't had sex with her for like 2 weeks or a month. Like, and ain't married. That's crazy. Even when I was with my baby mama and I was mad at her, we wasn't beefing, I still was like, you know what I'm saying, having sex. Like, so that's the first point. Like, y'all are married and y'all say y'all love each other, but you're not having sex. And the whole point of marriage and love is to have sex and to create. But and if you understood that and you just if y'all step back from what I'm saying and be like, oh, and take away that whole love, Philly butterfly shit, you like, you right. The point is to create. Cause once you can, if you can align with somebody on a creative level and a level so sacred, like having sex, then y'all can accomplish anything if the reason of why y'all having sex is right. But the main reason that people are getting lost in the sauce of the dating game is because y'all don't understand, or I don't want to say y'all because it might not be people viewing, but people don't understand that the point of dating is to meet with somebody that you want to create with. And sex is the main thing, but it has to be done the right way. The second reason that most people are lost in the modern dating world and it's going against nature, and nature is fighting, nature's here, nature's here, the modern world's here, and we're kind of just, we're here, we want to go here, but nature keeps pulling us back. So hopefully that makes sense. Nature's here, we're here, and we want to move forward and we want to forget about nature and create our own thoughts and own thinking, but nature keeps us here. Okay, so remember, nature's here, we're here. So nature on this side is my little Palo Santo. Nature understands what I just said about biology and creation and longing and having that urge to want to have sex and like and let me put this to us. I don't know how to speak on same-sex marriages. I don't know how to speak, so forgive me. If anybody is in like a homosexual relationship, I don't know how to make my point based around that. I don't know how that works. So I hope I don't offend anybody, but I'm speaking from what I know biologically and science-based information from just opposite sex and being able to create a child and create a baby through man and woman intercourse. So I just want to put that out there because what you do is up to you, what you believe in. I have respect for all people, even if I don't, partake in it. So I did want to put that out there. But nature knows that your body longs to create. For the most part, your body longs to create when you feel a certain urge. If you're a man and you're having an urge to go after a woman, if you're a woman and you're having an urge to go after a man, then it's deeper than just like you. It's a calling in you that's been there for thousands of years that's telling you, hey, I need to create. Whether it's from your pelvic area as a woman or your pelvic area and your penis as a man, like that part of you, it's in there the exact same way that animals have it and they create. And you see they flourish. Animals flourish. And animals still have what I'm about to explain. I'm about to get to it. And animals flourish, y'all. Only animals that's going extinct is the ones that we harm in their environment or we killing them off. But animals flourish. And they still have to go through their whole courting rituals, which, like I said, I'm going to explain to you. So that's the problem. We are trying to go away from something that's naturally in us to want to come to. And because we have these other agendas and initiatives beyond creating and finding someone to create and build with. And when I say create, just think about sex, but also think about creating a life that's based off of sex for the reason of creating a life, if that makes sense. So when I say creation, I'm saying creating a life as in creating and having sex for the sake of creating a life. You know, so creating a life, creating a human being, but then also creating a life as in creating a life for that human being in another version of yourself, the same way germs would do, the same way viruses would do, the same way birds and other species and animals do. Because like I said in the beginning, we were all meant to create. So you naturally have that instinct to want to do that. The problem comes with what I'm about to say now. And this is the part that just, when I start saying this, folks start getting like, bruh. I know Shorty last night was tweaking, for real. So the problem comes in when we think we are bigger than nature and we think we are smarter than time. That's where the problem comes in. Okay, so for instance, men, you are not the fucking prize. Women, you are not the fucking prize. The problem is women can't help to feel like they're the prize because of something called natural selection. Natural selection is based off of all species and women knowing that they are the ones that have the ability to carry the next generation or species within their womb until it's time for that thing to be born. So women naturally know that when it comes to being able to evolve, you see this with animals like dolphins. You see this with dogs. You see this with gorillas. You see this with humans, mammals. You see this with women. Know that they have the ability to control how the reproduction will go, as in who will bear the child. So they are selective with who they will allow that child to be bared with and who they will have that action with. So women control the sex paradigm and the sexual narrative. So naturally, women nowadays feel like they can pick and choose and play around with any dude they want until they pick the best one, even if they don't offer as much as what they used to offer when women were offering what they used to offer, as in that mother-like energy. So this is where the confusion, this is right here. So I hope y'all don't lose what I'm saying. Women, the reason why you're not getting chosen and you're living a delusional life, it's kind of not your fault. It's because naturally you feel like you are the prize because once upon a time you were the prize. Thousands of years ago, you were the prize. And to this day, you still are the prize because you were made a woman, you were given ovaries, you was given a vagina, you was given the reproductive system to hold a child for 9 months in a healthy manner and produce a new life and do what I spoke about in the beginning of this video, which is fulfill the prophecy of creating, which all things were made to do. That's why you feel like you're the prize and you come off to a man and say, well, I can choose him, because you carry this crown of being the prize of the child bearer around with you, which God instilled in you and gave you. But that was given with the fact of knowing that you were born to be a mother and have motherly capabilities and motherly tendencies. And motherly tendencies are these certain tendencies that come with a certain nurturing energy, comes with a certain motherly like energy, a certain catering like energy, a certain softness that comes with it, and a certain toughness, because I'm not the type of man by far that thinks all women needs to be small and not even small as in your like petiteness, but like small, and you have to like suppress yourself and suppress your energy for the sake of a man to make yourself feel better. I'm not saying small in that. I'm saying small in the fact of knowing that when you are in a certain place, you exert a certain energy because you know certain things are taken care of that you don't have to worry about. And the biggest problem is a lot of women feel that they only feel like they're their feminine selves when a man is his masculine self. No, if you masculine, if you're divine masculine, you're gonna be divine and masculine even if you don't have a woman counterpart to kind of balance that out, because that's who you are. So women, y'all need to stop saying, oh, I'll be a feminine woman or I'll be my divine feminine when a divine masculine is present. You were born to be a divine feminine because you can produce kids. You were born to do that because you have that ability to create. Now, yes, you do need that other half to fulfill the whole prophecy, as in creating the next version of yourself, if you understand what I was saying and going back to the original part of this conversation. But you don't need that other part of the puzzle and that other piece of the puzzle to make you feel like you're fully embodying that role and who you are, because you were already born with it genetically. You were already born with it genetically. So that's what goes back to the natural selection that animals have, that women have, that species have, and primarily the female species, the female gender in any species have that because they know they have that power of choosing. So women, the delusion comes when y'all think that y'all are those women back then and y'all still have the ability to want to choose a man and feel like y'all still have the ability to feel like y'all are the prize when you don't have those characteristics anymore. So like biologically and naturally, you do have that feminine, mother-like ability to bear children, ability to be able to be the woman who can have that natural selection option within you. But because how society is built now, there's other roles that women want to take to where they are not embracing that anymore. And through epigenetics, which epigenetics is you can change how the gene is based off of the environment that you place it in, women are starting to lose that, and men see that because men still understand, yeah, we know we gotta, because you gotta think, men have to look a certain way, have to have, like, the list of things that men have to get chosen is way longer than the list of things that women have to have. And it will always be like that. And I'm not one of those men like, oh man, we gotta do more to get the girls. No, man, I don't give a fuck about that because I understand biology, I understand historical data, I understand how the game was made, how the universe is combined and put us together, and it's equilibrium. It makes sense to me. It fits. So I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, press people or get people upset about, oh, women are not doing as much as men to get chosen. No, we have to. Why do you think the male lion has the huge, big, beautiful mane? Why do you think the male peacock is the one that has the big feathers? Y'all don't even notice this. When y'all look at these animals, I guarantee you, you don't know which one is the fucking male or the female. But if you knew anything, if you look at any animal, the male is always prettier than the girl. Any animal, bro, any animal, because we have to look better to get y'all, because y'all control the reproductive narrative and genes are thriving. They're like, I have to live. Humans are the only fucking species that doesn't spend all of their energy trying to survive and get to the next level. We're the only ones that self-sabotage ourselves. We're the only ones that destroy the things that was actually meant to make us better in life. You don't see a fucking bird just nibbling on his arm and busting his arm against a damn tree or some crazy shit. We the only ones to do that. We drink liquor to mess up our lungs. We smoke cigarettes. We drink liquor to mess up our liver. We smoke cigarettes to mess up our heart, mess up our mind. We do all of these things to self-sabotage ourselves. Like we really don't care about evolving and growing, when in nature it flows and it goes in balance with the source and creativity of creation. And it knows what it's supposed to do. It knows it's supposed to be here to create, to pass on the knowledge again, and to evolve. So because women have that natural ability to know within them, I am the prize, because you know what? I hold a key to bearing the child that can go to the next level to reproduce whatever two XY chromosomes come together to create that. I have that. So by all right, women, y'all are the prize. But what I would challenge you on is that you're not the prize if you're not matching up to what you naturally were born to do and how you were naturally born to be with that prize. And once again, I will say again, I'm not one of those men who like, oh, women need to stay in the house all day. Women don't. Nigga, I'm single still to this day because I can't find me a gangster entrepreneurship type broad. Like, I want a gangster bitch. I want a bitch that's like, shit, Poppy, let's do it. I want to do whatever we can to get this bag, whatever. Like, if I need to go out with you, if I need to work, if I need to be this person, cool. If I need to stay at the house, like, if you need to stay at the house, whatever, I'm down with the plan. So I don't want y'all to think I'm coming off as some dude who's like, oh, you know, women are evolving too much and they're not their natural selves anymore because they want to work and they want to be entrepreneurs. It's like, no, we got to the point now to where it's extreme. It's to where women are abandoning that, but because they have that naturally in them, they're coming off to the world like they're the prize, because they will never not be able to act like they're the prize, because it's nature, y'all. I hope y'all picking up what I'm dropping, as Myron Golden say. You know what I'm saying? Got a shout out to him. But no, I hope y'all really, you know what I'm saying, picking up what I'm putting down for real, for real. Because that's what it is. That is the reason why girls are going there and they're having, and I'm gonna get to the fellas too. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just on the women right now. But that is the reason why women are online and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna talk to this dude, I'm gonna talk to this dude, I'm gonna talk to this girl, I'm gonna talk to this girl, I'm gonna talk to this dude, I'm gonna talk to this dude, I'm gonna go to this dude, shoot, I'm gonna talk to this girl, depending on what you own, you know, because they see in them naturally that they know they are the prize and they were designed to be the prize for the sake of controlling the reproductive narrative. But the confusion comes when women try to embrace modern day status quo to live this FOMO life of feeling like they need to feel empowered by having all of these other things that validate who they are beyond themselves. When in reality, all the power that you have was within you because you was given the power to carry a child. You was given the power to create us again. True men have every child that can ever be born swimming in his damn dick in his nuts. You know, every child we will ever have is swimming right on us. You know what I'm saying? And women, y'all have a short time span on when y'all can do that and have y'all eggs dry up and all that process. But still, y'all was given that power to wield the responsibility of carrying the child on and bringing that next version of generation information to life, to existence. So I think if women can understand that it is not their fault that they feel like they're the prize, but instead of being realistic and asking yourself, you know what, am I doing what it takes to deem myself worthy of feeling like I'm the prize based off of what makes me the prize, as in what I was naturally born for? Like naturally born for, like, and I use the word naturally because a motherfucker be like, well, you wasn't naturally born. Like, no, you were fucking naturally born to produce children. And if you wasn't, then that's sad. But there's something that's deeper among that happens. Because there's women who don't have kids and who cannot have kids. And my heart hurts for those women. And it makes me be even a better father because I'm like, there's people who want kids who can't have kids, you know? But like, and a part of me wants to just have a whole nother fucking video about like the God and the universe and what's meant for you is meant for you and how that stuff plays in. And because you can speak science, because you can say science and say, well, it's probably some genetic reasons because I have people in my family who can have kids for a long time. And then, you know, they changed some health things and they were able to have a lot of kids. So there's different things. But when it comes to just a woman being able to be a healthy woman, yes, you were born to have kids. And that is the true reason why you feel like you're the prize. Not because you got big titties and an ass, and yeah, that probably can come into the part of what I'm gonna get to a man, because you know, men, we're physically aroused by the visual. So I think even that plays into a part of reproduction and reproducing and having more and creating more. But you know, you're not the prize because how much money you got, or how much entrepreneurship you have, or how many cars you got, or how many shoes you got, or how pretty you look, or none of that. None of that. Because the prize for a man is when you are able to embody that version of yourself that is the creative side of you. The creative side of you, as in saying that I am doing whatever it takes to make myself available for creating and knowing that this is why love was made and this is why dating was made. So I'm going to be the best creator ever, as in the best mother ever, and the best person who can continue to create and make sure that this part of myself is being taken care of, because the goal of my existence is to evolve and reproduce. That's what most dudes, you know, look for. And to be honest, and to break it down and not get on no deep shit, dudes just look for a nurturing girl, a girl that's catering, a girl that can listen and follow instructions, and a girl that can tell you what to do too. A dude need to be told what to do too. So it ain't like, oh, just listen and follow instructions. It's no, I listen to you, you listen to me, because we're both creating. So I think those are the prize that when women start looking at it in modern dating, they'll start realizing like, dang, why dudes ain't staying on me? Because there be plenty of bad chicks that's single as fuck and they have all the dudes with all the money. And I'm about to start pivoting to the man side. So it be plenty of girls who pretty and got all the things that she think is a prize. But for some reason you think you're a prize, but no nigga want to stay with you. I'm talking about from president to pimp, from like presidential type niggas, executives, all the way to future type rap niggas to Kendrick Lamar's of the world. If you want to just compare and to put somewhat two opposite type cats in there. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to realize, yes, you do want to feel like the prize, but you want to feel like you know what the prize. You want to feel like the prize, but you also have to realize you want to be able to be the prize that the person you want to win is. Like, what's the point of being a prize on the shelf if nobody fucking wants you? You know, and I'm like, it's cool to feel like, yeah, get your self-validation and get your confidence ready and all of that. But no, at the end of the day, we're not here by our fucking selves. So you do want to do things that make you likable. You do want to do things that can make yourself seem presentable for the person that you want. And at the end of the day, I truly believe that if it's meant for you to have somebody, it's meant for you to be with somebody. I truly believe in it. But I also believe in you have to play your part as well, too. There's not one part of any religious or spiritual doctrine of any time of antiquity that says just exist and be there, and what you have in your life will come to you by doing nothing. Like, no, bro, that shit don't happen. So all that manifestive shit and all that working on that lower level spiritual stuff is the basis of who I am. And I truly believe in that, but you got to do something too. So there's plenty of females out there that have all of these dudes who top-notch, high-value dudes on a Kevin Samuel level or not, you know what I'm saying? RIP to his ass, for real, for real. You know, and they still don't have a dude. They still don't keep a dude. So it's not about you thinking you the prize. Females, y'all thought y'all was the prize for so long and still ain't married. Pushing 45, pushing 50. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it's too late, but y'all have to realize y'all feel like y'all the prize because you will never not feel like you the prize. Women, you feel like you're the prize because you will never not feel like you're the prize because nature made you the prize. Nature made you the prize. It's not nothing that you're doing. Now, when you can start aligning that feeling of being the prize with your actions and start doing the things that solidify why you're the prize and they align and they match up, I guarantee you men will start seeing you the prize. Seeing you the prize. To all the single girls, go around y'all friends that are healthy in a healthy marriage. I guarantee you, y'all ain't even got that many. Guarantee you, because healthy marriage women don't be hanging around girls who ain't married. They just don't, because it's a different energy. They just don't. So that's a lot of dudes out there that can pick and choose all of those girls. But at the same time, dudes don't understand their part. Men have to understand their part in this game. And the man's part in this game is men need to realize that women do have that ability, guys. Women have the ability to pick and choose and say, I want this guy versus that guy. And I'm gonna have to like the Palo Santo for this one. I know I'm getting long on this one, but this is real. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm going. Hopefully y'all tracking. I gotta like the Palo Santo one more time for this because I'm about to get on the dude's head tops, lady. Let me just meditate on this real quick. Let me get on your head top. Okay. Men doesn't have enough traction because men need to stop worrying about creation too much. Men are worried about creating too much for the wrong reason. Because men are sexual. And I don't think men are more sexual than women. I think it's a testosterone thing. So the girls that y'all see out there that are extra sexual, those women just have a lot of testosterone. That's all. Yeah, I don't think men are more sexual than women. It's just a testosterone thing. The libido and the sex drive is that testosterone. Now, estrogen is what makes women wetter and all that stuff. But as far as like having that I want to just rip your clothes off energy, that's testosterone. So you can have that in a man or a woman. So the overly sexual women just have more testosterone. But men's problem is men want to create too much and create for the wrong reason. When I mean create, if y'all go back to what I said in the first part of this video, men want to have sex too much. So if men stop focusing on just trying to fuck women and have sex with women, then men will be more aligned with the natural self and the natural self of understanding that you're supposed to be able to be the man that you're supposed to be and work on yourself and work on yourself and work on your feathers. If you the peacock, work on your feathers. If you the lion, work on your mane. You know what I'm saying? Work on your mane, you dig, and work on yourself and not be so worried about trying to get a girl just to have sex with them, or not worried about getting a girl to try to impress them just to have sex with them, and not to be to the point to where you just want to try to connect with a girl just to see how far you can get with them. And if they're not trying to do what you want them to do, then you just gonna drop them and keep different girls in rotation. And like, I'm telling you, man, that's going against nature, because we're always gonna have to be able to put effort in for women and always have to do more. That's just how it is. But where men nowadays get lost in the sauce in modern day dating versus nature is men aren't working on themselves as much as they could. We don't know the everyday activities of, gorillas and the birds that's in the tree, but I love birds. I love birds. I got a bird feeder, got binoculars. I'm a bird watcher because I know birds is like the closest thing that we have to dinosaurs. And I mean, that's old as fuck. But if you watch the birds, you see how the birds, you see about 2, 3 red cardinals. And for the record, like I said, the beautiful animals are the males. So if y'all see cardinals are the dark red cardinals that you see. Those are the boys. The cardinals that you really don't notice are the girls. Those are the light brown ones. You can't even really tell a girl cardinal is a girl cardinal because her feathers are so light. It don't even look like a cardinal. It's just she has a red beak. But if you watch those birds, you'll see those dudes be flying all the way around, flying all around her, trying to, impress her and compete. And that's what we do. But you have to worry about doing that on your own and not pressing up on women so much for the sake of just trying to create so quick. That's where dudes mess up. That's what we mess up. We worried about the wrong things. And then we get to the point that because the girl don't want to have sex with us fast, we start thinking like we the prize. Oh man, shorty, I gotta, I gotta do this. And then when you start thinking like you the prize and it's not aligning with who you really are and you loving yourself, you start becoming one of those toxic dudes and you thinking you the prize because you are successful or you look good. In reality, it's like, bro, you supposed to be successful. You supposed to look good. Think about what the fuck I'm saying. Everything I'm telling y'all is nature based. Women are supposed to feel like they're the prize because what they were given in their role. Men are supposed to feel like they look good and they have a lot because the fact that we have to have those things to be able to get with our counterpart to create and build it what we build. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. I didn't make this shit up, y'all. I'm just breaking it down to y'all. So, dudes, y'all need to stop acting like y'all are the prize because you got your shit together, you got a car, or you got a couple different girls you can go through and rotate with and all of that. And like, bro, you're not the prize because of that. You're supposed to be having your shit together anyway. And if you are because of that, you need to be having your shit together and actually not even messing with that many girls, to be honest. Like that's true story. You need to get to the point to where you focusing on yourself so much that if you do have a plethora of females to deal with, then you understand if you're trying to boss up on that level, you understand exactly what you're trying to do and create with one. Because if you notice, I don't think, and I still need to look up this list, but every billionaire that I've seen on the Forbes list or that I've studied, they all are married. Now, whether their marriages last, whether they toxic, whether not, but they understood nature. They understood become the best version of me, play my role, and create. And they created, and these motherfuckers had kids. They built billion-dollar companies. They might break up in a relationship, but these motherfuckers, they split in billions together. They split in billions. But us on this lower level, myself included, because like I said, if y'all know me, my goal for everything I talk about is to help aid people and put their financial compass in the right direction. I help people be the first person in their family to set their financial compass in the right direction, because that's what I did for myself. And my financial compass is in the right direction, but I'm still on the same level with everybody else. So we down here getting into these broke ass engagements with relationships and niggas sleeping on girls' couches. Girls ain't got their money right. Their money might be a little right, but it could have been better if she was by herself and working on herself, or his money was all right, but it could have been better if he was working on himself fully and your intentions was correct, or y'all both had 2 people y'all was talking to at the same time. Just all of this non-creative type of engagements that don't really lead to nothing, and y'all still end up broken up anyway. Now y'all tell me, would you rather be with somebody and break up with some billions, or be with somebody and break up and you just broke? Your heart broke and your pocket broke. Like, come on, man. There's a reason why people do what they do. So fellas, like, y'all gotta slow down with that whole, like, I'm feeling myself, I got the money, I need to treat all these girls a different way and play the field, because I'm like, cool, there's nothing wrong with putting yourself out there and dating and having engagements. But intention and the foundation that your intention is built off of is very, very important. It's very, very important, y'all. It really makes a big difference. And What's dragging men back to nature and the natural side of us is the fucking part. So back then we knew to create. If you go all the way back, men would have kids and they would do all of this and they would have all of these different tribes. Even if you go back to like the Sumerian times and the Israelites and the Hebrews, they would have tribes, and one dude would have a girl, and he might have another girl and different kids. And he knew that he had to have something worthy of having a family for. A woman wouldn't even leave their mama's or daddy's house yet. A man couldn't give his daughter over to another man until a man was established enough to do so. And now dudes are worrying more about the girl and worrying more about the fucking instead of worrying about themselves and getting themselves in a strong position to be able to be like, okay, I have this. This is what I bring to the table. You are already a woman and you are bringing this to the table and you're placing yourself in a position to allow me to connect with you. What can we connect and create together? But nobody is dating for the sake of creating, which is creating life, fucking, and creating a life for that life you created, which is building. Nobody's dating for that. Like, it sounds good. Oh, I want to date and we get married and but because everybody is so caught up on who is the prize and who isn't, so it's like you'll swipe through all of these people and be like, oh, that person not the prize, that person not the prize, and you'll swipe through all these people because you think you're the prize. You think you will swipe through all these people because you're looking for your prize to match their prize. Not realizing that, yeah, you are the prize, but most people aren't realizing why they're in the prize and they're not reflecting that out into social media. They're not reflecting out into their everyday engagements. They're not reflecting that even in their own lives. It's just it's a false sense of self. It's a false sense of self because you're not embracing that true reason of why you're the prize, if that makes sense. Man, y'all remember to like, subscribe, share, notifications on, turn that bell on, roll to 100. Let's get it. So, I don't like to sound too repetitive, y'all. And my Palo Santo's almost gone. It's like, oh. So, yeah, man. I hope that makes sense, y'all. That is the reason why. Women, y'all out here acting like y'all are the prize. And that's why dating is hard. Because you're not really embracing the reason that you are the prize. You are the prize because you was born with the natural ability to carry life. Dating is for the sake of creating, having sex, and creating a life, and also creating a life for that life that you created. Men, dating is hard for you because you think you're the prize, because you feel like you have all your stuff together so you can pick and choose who you want, not realizing that you were naturally made to be the beautiful person because the lion has a beautiful mane, because the peacock has a big, beautiful feathers. You were naturally made to have a lot so you can attract that counterpart because women have the ability for natural selection because they carry the purpose of bearing child. And I'm gonna end it with this, y'all. The back and forth battle between men and women is this. Women, and this is nature, modern day nature. Matter of fact, it's probably gonna take another 10 minutes, my bad. It's probably gonna be the longest video I had. But this is another part, y'all. Modern day is battling against dating because what did I say? If y'all remember the part of it in the beginning of the video, when I told y'all about the little Instagram reel and the girl asked her grandma what was marriage for. What was marriage for? Marriage was for fucking. So if you see that marriage is for fucking, then you have to realize then all the shit that comes with marriage for a man and all the shit that comes with marriage for a woman, depending on where you're at. And it's not as bad as it used to be. It's getting more equal and it's getting more weighted to where the man has more say and the woman, it's not going to just run off with everything if it's played right and you do your due diligence to make sure your assets are protected and all that stuff. But if you look at it from even a standpoint of saying about marriage and the roles that we control, women control the sexual narrative because, man, this shit's so damn real, bro. Women control the sexual narrative because men are naturally not thinking about the right reason of why they should be with a woman because they're overthinking about the creation, as in the fucking. So women know they control the sexual narrative because dudes just be thinking when they dig all the time. So women will be like, okay, cool, I control the sexual narrative, so I'm gonna pick and choose who I wanna fuck with. Because most likely if a girl knows she gonna date a dude, she picking and choosing. Girls be knowing exactly which dude they wanna fuck. I guarantee girls know exactly what dude they wanna have sex with when they see him. They just know. You might not know that unless you understand the game and how it goes. But women know. Women know off top if they want to fuck you or not. And if they do end up fucking you later on, it might be in something they didn't see about you. And it's just something they felt in that moment. It might be an emotion because, feminine women are emotional creatures, which that's what they're supposed to be. That's just estrogen. But women control the sexual narrative, but men control the marriage narrative. As in, men control who get married most of the times. You know, most situations, men have to actually be like, I want to marry you. You know, like women have to be like, I want to fuck you. And men have to be like, I want to marry you. So that's why women are getting a lot of pushback. That's why, this is why, once again, nature is battling modern day dating because women control the sexual narrative and men control the marriage narrative. Women have to be like, I want to have sex with you to make it go down. And men have to be like, okay, I want to marry you to make it go down. But women, that's where the problem lies. And that's why women end up having sex with so many dudes before they get married, because the whole time the man knows, the same way women know which dude they want to fuck when they see him, the same way men knows which woman they want to marry when they see them. So you see where the confliction is? So if women is holding this power trip in their hand and this power play in their hand of sex, and men is holding this power trip and this power play in their hand of marriage, and we're not doing either for the right reason, which is for the sake of creation, then that's where the friction is, y'all. I know I had that whole big shit, but I like to put everything in a little cajita for y'all at the end to make it really small. And a lot of this stuff be like externally, is that a little spider hanging down? I don't know, it look like it. But I know a lot of the stuff I be saying is just for me like to externally talk to y'all out. But yes, that is the friction. So y'all think about that, man. Think about that when you're in your everyday, ladies. Truly why you're feeling like you're the prize, and if that's helping you or hurting you. And know, women, yes, you are the prize, but know the reason why you're the prize. Know the reason why you're the prize. You were naturally given the gift of creation within you. You are the prize. And men, you thinking you're the prize, ask yourself if that's helping you or hurting you, because naturally you are the prize as well, because God gave you the looks and gave you the ability to have the money and have to have the protective energy and have to have these things so you can get your counterpart of a female to be able to create, as in fucking, create life so y'all can create a life for that life that you created. So hopefully that makes sense and resonates with y'all. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Tap in with your boy, man. I've been working so diligently, y'all. Like I said, man, I'm going to get these 2 books out to y'all. This one that I released, Successful Self-Talk, and this other one that I released, Have Your Happiness. These 2 joints here. Very short books, man, for y'all to get it in. I'm going to get them out there on the market for y'all. They actually out there now. Y'all can get them, but I'm building my website so y'all can buy them directly from me and get involved with the experiences and the releases that I have for y'all, and the prizes. Like, I'm about to start giving away money. Like, I love giving, y'all. So I'm about to start doing a lot of sweepstakes and a whole bunch of different things for y'all to really feel confident about growth and confident about setting your financial path in that direction, and setting your financial compass in the right direction by way of personal development and by way of personal growth, and understanding that the better you become, the better your life becomes. The more you become, the more money you have. And that's just how it is. That's just, yeah, that's how it is. I live and die by that statement. So we almost on an hour in this video, y'all, so I ain't gonna, yeah, hopefully it was worth watching the whole way through. If y'all made it this far, man, remember to like, subscribe, share. Sharing is caring, and when you're caring, you're sharing.